Each week on this video, we'll give you sneaky waiver wire ads that you could pick up and add to your roster heading into week 6. I'm Alan Seslowsky of RotoWire.com, along with Chris Crawford. And watch this video until the end to get a bonus sneaky ad. Who's going to be your first sneaky ad heading into this week?
I think it has to be Tanner Bibee, a right-handed starter for the Cleveland Guardians. Now, anyone who watched Bibee in his debut Wednesday can understand why. He struck out 8 while allowing just 1 run over 5 2/3 innings while picking up the win. Showed 4 pitches in that, and that's what he's shown as a prospect as well. 3 of those pitches are plus, and he's got a solid average 4th in his curve. He throws everything for strikes, and everyone loves to see that. Now, it is worth pointing out that his next start is going to be against the Yankees in New York, which is pretty tough. But Bibee was one of the top pitching prospects in baseball for good reason, and he's a great chance for success both in the short and the long term.
If you're bidding on him on the waiver wire, what percentage of your FAAB do you recommend if you want to get him on your roster?
So you're going to have to go high if you want to get Bibee. I would say that you're probably looking in that 5 to 10% range. This is a guy who has that rare combination of high ceiling and high floor, and I think he's worth it for those who are interested in those type of bids. All
right, who's going to be your second sneaky ad?
I'm going to go with Jack Suwinski, outfielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, Suwinski showed some flashes of brilliance in his rookie year with 19 homers over 106 games, but this April has been a different level. This is a 24-year-old who ranks in the 97th percentile in expected slugging, barrel percentage, and expected weighted on-base average, and he's in the 89th percentile in sprint speed while showing some of the best patience in baseball. Now, there is swing and miss, so there is risk with average, but it obviously gets made up for with that power-speed combo. It doesn't look like people are buying in right now based on his roster percentage, and I think that's a mistake. There's just too much upside to ignore for Suwinski right now.
Give us a FAAB suggestion for this player as well.
I would go in that 3 to 4% range.
Give us a third sneaky ad we could pick up this week.
Gonna go with Tyler Wells, right-handed pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Now, it's interesting. Wells looked like he could get demoted to the bullpen based on how their roster was set up, but he's pitched really well for the Orioles, and he looks like a great option for the rest of the campaign. Doesn't have elite velocity, but he generates quality spin on that pitch and his breaking ball, and he's really tough to square up because he's a 5-pitch mix and the ability to command those offerings so well. This is not a big bat misser, and because of his lack of an elite fastball, the command will have to be on. But he has a high floor, and he's well worth being on a roster right now.
All right. How much FAAB should we go on this player?
I'm going 1 to 2%, and honestly, that'd be a great guy if you can get him for free.
Give us a fourth sneaky ad heading into week 6.
So this is purely speculative and really for those who are desperate for saves, but Jason Foley of the Tigers is a name I'd be looking at right now. He's picked up 2 saves as of late, including 1 against the Brewers on Tuesday, where he picked up the final 4 outs with 2 strikeouts. He's posted a 10 to 3 strikeout to walk ratio, and his ERA has been fantastic. Now, Alex Lang has been just fine in his limited save chances as well, but Foley has been really impressive as of late, and I would guess he does see some save chances over the final few months as well.
All right. What kind of FAAB percentage should we be throwing at this player?
1% at this point. It's purely speculative and for those who really, really need the save help.
Since you watched this video to the end, let's give everybody one bonus sneaky ad.
I'm going to go with Christian Encarnacion Strand, a prospect for the Cincinnati Reds. Now, folks might remember that Encarnacion Strand tore the cover off the baseball in spring training before being demoted, but then dealt with a herniation in his back, and he missed the first 3 weeks of the AAA season. He's back now, Alan, and all he's done is homered 3 times in 4 games while hitting .474. There's no denying that this is a guy who has significant power. He hit 32 homers in 122 games last year, and even though there's a lot of swing and miss, I think he could be that rare guy who strikes out a ton and still hits for average because the ball jumps off his bat. There's no guarantee that he's going to call up anytime soon, but if you're looking for someone with power production in the minors and you can handle the weight, Encarnacion Strand makes a ton of sense.
If you enjoy videos like this, consider hitting the like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notifications when RotoWire puts up new videos every week. And right now, you can try RotoWire free. Unlock our paywall for 2 days just by going to rotowire.com/try. Put in your email and the paywall unlocks. There's nothing to cancel, no credit card to put in.